Greetings and welcome to Old Drunken Discography, where old friends and fans come together to BS, argue, occasionally agree, and discuss a musical artist. This week's artist is Biz. With me, we have Tim,
Howdy.
Colquitt,
Hi.
and myself, Jason. Today we are talking about data panic, etc., etc. So, I guess before we do that, we'll take a current look at the rankings here. As you can see, we got some slight variation.
I believe you and me are complete opposites there.
We are.
Wow.
We?
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's only 3, so it's pretty easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see. Will data shake things up?
We'll see.
I don't
know. Well, Tim?
Yeah, I don't know either because we talked about it earlier and there are some licensing issues going on here. And I personally don't use Spotify. So I was unable to listen to this album. I could not find it anywhere.
Which is a shame because this is the record where they have a live drummer and live bass player on the entire record.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Wait, so
and
you
I
did
love
not
the
just do
cover.
extra credit?
Is that Christopher Lee behind all that?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah,
Amanda's got a thing for
go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So-
check it out. It's worth checking out.
All right, and I will, because as I've alluded to already, like, I'm really excited by this band, and they're very intriguing. And I definitely need more time with it, and I'm going to definitely dig out, like, all the B-sides and stuff, because that's who I am.
There's a lot there, man. You're going to have a blast.
I'm just going to rank this right now,
Yeah.
dead center.
Dead center. Okay. I don't think that's a bad
Just because I freely admit I have not heard it.
So
Man, so you didn't even not even just do extra credit. You like failed the main assignment.
No, it's okay. Because he can listen to Nintendo on Amazon. So he's got one up on both of us because we can't listen to that.
I heard Nintendo.
Oh, okay. Well, I used to own it. So I'm free blame here.
Well, yeah, no,
should be on the notables.
It's been a week. And so I was kind of cramming a couple of these albums. And by the time I got to this point in the list, I was physically unable to spend the couple minutes to actually search for it.
Okay.
Because I was at work. And so, I just kind of skipped it. And, like, whatever. Okay. I've heard everything else. I think I got an idea of who this band is.
Yeah.
All right, that's fine.
And I don't think you'd be wrong in putting it in the middle either. I think that's a good spot for it.
Well, do you want to go? Do you want to go next? Or do you want
I'm just going to give the background for it real quick. So
Please do. I'm curious because I love the cover.
So after Return to Central came out and did not do very well for the band, they kind of disbanded. And they reformed under the name Data Panic as a different band with a drummer and a bass player in tow. So the music on this record is definitely way more straightforward rock kind of based because there's a live drummer. There's just as much chaos and energy though, but it's just definitely more streamlined in a way because there's no programmed drums, no samples. It's just keyboard, drums, basic band kind of vibe. So they recorded all of these songs in like 2003 to 2005. I think I started hearing them in 2005 because they were trying to get signed to a new label so they could actually release it as an album, and nobody bit. So they released a bunch of these songs on their website, I believe, and they were available to listen to there, but there was never actually a release for it.
Well, and I can see that from a business standpoint because throughout the 2000s and the 2000 teens,
Mm-hmm.
they're not doing what is popular.
No, they weren't. No, they were definitely doing their own thing, no matter what.
Which I love.
Yeah.
And in many regards, their own thing is probably 5 years ahead of the curve.
For sure.
At least.
So in 2000, I guess 13 or 12, they mentioned they were playing together again as Bis.
Okay.
And they released this in 2014 as like a return to Biss with
we're back and here's a new release for you.
Here's a record that we recorded way back in the day, but you never heard it, so here you go. And they self-released it instead of trying to wait for somebody else to take the reins or whatever.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah. So the songs on this are very focused. They're very in the power pop kind of vein because there's a live drum and less samples. It's more kind of to the point. Minimum Wage is probably one of my favorite songs. It's so good. The chorus is we make love on a minimum wage, drinking drugs on a minimum wage. It's just a great little working class anthem, man. It's a great song. Since Not Since is great. I think Since Not Since is one of my favorite Manda songs. Mechanical Love is super rockin' and kind of crowdy rock in a way.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, there's just a bunch of
but it's live drums, live bass.
What was that?
Live drums, live bass.
Yes. And
interesting. Okay.
It's more focused on kind of guitar driving rhythm and rock band kind of aesthetic.
So in that regard, then, am I to believe? Again, I'm sorry I did not get a chance to listen to this one.
It's okay.
But you're telling me this is the one with live drums on it?
Yeah.
God damn it. Okay. I'll hunt it down.
It's good. It's good.
But there's some licensing issues with this one.
Yeah, I don't know if it's my favorite. I think the thing that makes this band great is the weirdness of their sampling and drum sounds generally. And when it kind of goes to it kind of takes some of the personality away a little bit. Like, it's still great songs. I love the songs on this very much, but I don't feel like it does sound like a Data Panic record, not a Biss record.
Interesting. Okay.
With all that context, because I didn't know any of that, that makes fucking sense. Because this record is not what I was expecting by the time I went into this.
It's a little disjointed at points. It's not like it's cohesive all the way through. Like, I think the top half is way better than the bottom half.
So they're not necessarily following the electronica trend that they established with the previous record?
No, not on this one.
Not at all.
Not on this one.
Okay.
There are keyboards, but it's definitely because I think Return to Central.
But it's a completely different energy from the first couple albums.
Oh yeah.
No, it's just a matured version of it. I think it's still little like angular guitar riffs and propulsive like drum beats and kind of like very power poppy sounding.
Honestly, you would probably like this one the most.
Yeah, you would like it. I think.
I think you would like this one.
It sounds like it.
Like,
and I like what I did here. So
yeah,
just reading my notes, okay. The opening track is good. It's very Devo sounding in the verses, but it kind of comes into its own on the chorus. Minimum Wage had a Clash feel to it. The vocal delivery was really fun.
I picked that up at a couple other places too.
Yeah,
that was definitely, and again, everything it reminded me of, I like.
Yeah.
Rulers in the States, it's upbeat with great lyrics like the ruling classes, they're just ruling with a glass hand. Cubis, I could easily hear Cubis on the radio. It would have been perfect. The dual vocals are pretty good. Manda sounds different on this track, like a lower octave or something. Like, it's weird.
Yeah, I think she got a lot better at singing in between.
She hits different.
She's doing more, at least.
And I could definitely hear the progressions going forward. We'll get there, of course. But yeah, there was a pretty big jump missing this album.
Since Not Since, the first time I listened to it, it did nothing for me. But on a second spin, because I listened to this one twice, the tempo changes. The main beat does a really unique. What the main beat does is really unique and interesting. Super cool song. Mechanical Love. I like songs that sound like the lyrics, and Mechanical Love sounds mechanical.
Yeah, man.
Too Much, Not Enough. Didn't really care for it. It was kind of repetitive. Retail, some cool guitar riffs, great vocal harmonizing. Around minute 45, there's a pause and the song changes up. It's pretty neat. Music Lovers, another 4 on the floor, but again, the harmonizing vocals are like the star on it. It's just about how great music is, and I can get behind that. The Young Mothers, top song contender. I love the lyrics, the main vocal delivery in The Young Mothers. Amanda's backing vocals are top tier. I got goosebumps at the it's just a dream and I'm okay. Like all the Young Mothers line. That delivery is powerful. There's a fun little instrumental part. Flesh Remover wasn't a fan of the effects they used on it. It made it kind of sound all wobbly. It kind of fit the song, but just didn't do anything for me. That Love Ain't Justified. I liked a Portrait from Space more. This one wasn't as interesting. It was way too repetitive. I'm not a techno guy at all.
It's disco as fuck. Yeah.
Yeah, I just can't jive with the repetitiveness of it. But
yeah, no, it's like even though they've got a live drummer and a bass player, quite a few of these songs they're still trying to pull the rave vibe with it. So like Too Much Not Enough and That Love Ain't Justified, they're like straight up just like dancing.
Well, and that was definitely the home recording scene of the early 2000s.
Yeah, it's true. That is true. It's very true.
So I get it in a way.
It's good stuff though. It's fun.
Yeah.
When you do listen to it, let me know. I want to hear your thoughts.
Oh
on it.
yeah, for sure.
I mean,
send me a link.
It's not a bad record, and I do have a top song from it. But
okay,
as far as rankings go,
Young Mothers, you're right. It's dope. Good song.
Like it's my number 4.
Same. And I guess that would be your number 4 too, unless you want to put it at 3.
No, let's do 4. Okay. I'll be congruent. Yeah, like I'll agree with you guys.
That's right.
Everything you said, I agree with.
All right, the next one, Slight Disconnects.
Yes, the official comeback record.
Okay.
Oh, I want to hear that story because I got some comments on Slight Disconnects.
I don't know how much story there's to give, but it came out at a bad time. Let's put it that way.
When did it come out?
2020, early 2020.
Oh,
2019.
2019, yeah. Like it came out. No, it was late 2019. I think it was like fall or winter of that. Yeah.
Yeah, 2020 takes the brunt of it, but like shit was already going down in 2019.
This is true. Yeah.
That's
interesting because I got some comments on Slight Disconnects.
Oh, I do too.
Yeah. I got some top songs from it too.
Oh, me very much so.
Yeah. I do too. So that'll be good.
And I've got the vinyl of it, guys. We'll look at it in the next video. See you there.
Yep, we'll see you there. Like, subscribe, all that.
All jazz. The bullshit.
Be safe. Make good decisions.
All the Young Mothers.